know that that's my bag. See it, I like it, I need it tonight, but I set it aside cause I might get attached. I keep my eyes on the chief things in life, I be keeping it light when it...
Shalom, Israel, Most High in Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. Welcome to another edition of 4 Chapters. I'm your host, Offsay Jarrell, with IUIC Virginia. All right. And remember, Israel, first and foremost, where we at? Subscribe. Donate. Hold on, there we go. Donate. All right. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into it. Today's chapters will be Nehemiah, chapter 9 through chapter 12. All right. So, brothers, if your head is covered, uncover your head. Sisters, if your head uncovered, cover your head. All right. We're going to jump right into it. Happy new moon too, Israel. Happy new moon. I pray y'all enjoyed yourselves last night. You know, I pray y'all had a ball. You know, y'all did one for the ages, you know, especially in captivity. I pray y'all enjoyed yourselves. And remember to keep the Lord's feast day with joyfulness and gladness. All right. I know we had a good time here in Virginia. We still up. You know what I mean? So we're going to jump right into it. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 9, verse 1. Now on the 24th day of this month, the children of Israel were assembled with fasting and with sackcloths and earth upon them. And the seed of Israel separated themselves from all strangers and stood and confessed their sins and the iniquities of their fathers. And they stood up in their place and read in the book of the law of the Lord, their God, 1/4 part of the day, and another 4th part they confessed and worshiped the Lord their God. Then stood up upon the stairs of the Levites Jeshua and Bani and Kadmiel and Shebaniah and Buni and Sherebiah and Bani and Shenaniah and cried with a loud voice unto the Lord their God. And then the Levites Jeshua and Kadmiel and Bani and Ahashbaniah, Sherebiah, Hodijah, Shebaniah, and Pathaniah stand up and bless the Lord your God forever and ever. And blessed be thy glorious name, which is exalted above all blessing and praise. Thou, even thou art Lord alone. Thou hast made heaven, the heavens of heavens, with all their host, the earth, and all things that are therein, the seas, and all that is therein. And thou preservest them all, and the host of heaven worshipeth thee. Thou art the Lord, the God, who didst choose Abram, and broughtest him forth out of Ur of the Chaldees, and gavest him the name of Abraham, and foundest his heart faithful before thee, and madest a covenant with him to give the land of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Jebusites, and the Gershites, to give it, I say, to his seed, and has performed thy words, for thou art righteous, and didst see the affliction of our fathers in Egypt, and heardest their cry by the Red Sea, and showedest signs and wonders upon Pharaoh, and on all his servants, and on all the people of his land. For thou knewest that they dealt proudly against them. So didst thou get thee a name, as it is this day. And thou didst divide the sea before them, so that they went through the midst of the sea on the dry land. And their persecutors thou threwest into the deeps, as a stone into the mighty waters. Moreover, thou leddest them in the day by a cloudy pillar, and in the night by a pillar of fire, to give them light in the way wherein they should go. Thou camest down also upon Mount Sinai, and spakest with them from heaven, and gavest them right judgments and true laws, good statutes and commandments, and madest known unto them thy holy Sabbath, and commandest them precepts, statutes, and laws by the hand of Moses thy servant, and gavest them bread from heaven for their hunger, and broughtest forth water for them out of the rock for their thirst, and promisest them that they should go in to possess the land which thou hast sworn to give them. Verse 16. But they and our fathers dealt proudly, and hardened their necks, and hearkened not to thy commandments, and refused to obey. neither were mindful of thy wonders that thou didst among them, but hardened their necks, and in their rebellion appointed a captain to return to their bondage. But thou art a God ready to pardon, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and forsookest them not. Yea, when they had made them a molten calf, and said, This is thy God that brought thee up out of Egypt, and had wrought great provocations. Yet thou in thy manifold mercies forsookest them not in the wilderness. The pillar of the cloud departed not from them by day, to lead them in the way, neither the pillar of fire by night, to show them light, in the way wherein thou should go. Thou gavest also thy good spirit to instruct them, and withheldest not thy manna from their mouth, and gavest them water for their thirst. Yea, 40 years didst thou sustain them in the wilderness, so that they lacked nothing. Their clothes waxed not old, and their feet swelled not. Moreover, thou gavest them kingdoms and nations, and didst divide them into corners. So they possessed the land of Sihon, and the land of the king of Heshbon, and the land of Og, king of Bashan. Their children also multipliedest thou as the stars of heaven, and broughtest them into the land, concerning which thou hadst promised to their fathers, that they should go in to possess it. So the children went in and possessed the land, and thou subduest before them the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, and gavest them into their hands, with their kings and the people of the land, that they might do with them as they would. And they took strong cities and a fat land, and possessed houses full of all goods, wells digged, vineyards and olive yards, and fruit trees in abundance. So they did eat and were filled, and became fat, and delighted themselves in thy great goodness. Nevertheless, they were disobedient, and rebelled against thee, and cast thy law behind their backs, and slew thy prophets which testified against them, to turn them to thee, and they wrought great provocations. Therefore thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies, who vexed them. And in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven, and according to thy manifold mercies thou gavest them saviors, who saved them out of the hand of their enemies. But after they had rest, they did evil again before thee. Therefore leftest thou them in the hand of their enemies, so that they had the dominion over them. Yet when they returned and cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven, and many times didst thou deliver them according to thy mercies, and testifiedst against them, that thou mightest bring them again unto thy law. Yet they dealt proudly, and hearkened not unto the commandments, but sinned against thy judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them, and withdrew the shoulder, and hardened their neck, and would not hear. Yet many years didst thou forbear them, and testifiedst against them by thy spirit and thy prophets. Yet would they not give ear. Therefore gavest thou them into the hand of the people of the lands. Nevertheless, for thy great mercy's sake, thou didst not utterly consume them, nor forsake them, for thou art a gracious and merciful God. Now therefore, our God, the great, the mighty, and the terrible God, who keepeth covenant and mercy, let not all the troubles seem little before thee, that have come upon us, on our kings, on our princes, and on our priests, and on our prophets, and on our fathers, and on all thy people, since the time of the kings of Assyria unto this day. Howbeit, thou art just in all that is brought upon us, for thou hast done right, but we have done wickedly. Neither have our kings, our princes, our priests, nor our fathers kept thy law, nor hearkened unto thy commandments and thy testimonies, wherewith thou didst testify against them. For they have not served thee in their kingdom, and in thy great goodness that thou gavest them, and in a large and fat land which thou gavest before them. Neither turn they from their wicked works. Behold, we are servants this day, and for the land that thou gavest unto our fathers, to eat the fruit thereof, and the good thereof, Behold, we are servants in it, and it yieldeth much increase unto the kings, whom thou hast set over us because of our sins. Also they have dominion over our bodies and over our cattle at their pleasure, and we are in great distress. And because of all this, we make a sure covenant and write it, and our princes, Levites, and priests seal unto it. All right, that was Nehemiah chapter 9. Next up is Nehemiah chapter 10. All right, this is the book of Nehemiah chapter 10. Now those that are sealed were Nehemiah, the Tarshitha, the son of Hilkiah, Zedekiah, Sariah, Azariah, Jeremiah, Pashur, Amariah, Melchijah, Hattush, Shebaniah, Maluk, Haram, Merath, Obadiah, Daniel, Ginnathan, Baruch, Mashliam, Abiah, Majaim, Maziah, Bilgai, Shemaiah. These were the priests and the Levites, both Jeshua the son of Azaniah, Binui, of the sons of Henadad, Kadmiel, and their brethren, Shebaniah, Hodijah, Kilita, Pieliah, Hanan, Micah, Rehob, Hashbaniah, Zakor, Sherebiah, Shebaniah, Hodijah, Bani, Manu, the chief of the people, Parash, Path, Moab, Pahatah, Moab, Elam, Zatu, Beni, Buni, Asgad, Bebi, Adonijah, Bidigav, Aden, Ator, Hezekiah, Azor, Hodijah, Ashum, Bezeh, Harif, Anotheth, Nabai, Magpash, Mashalum, Hazir, Mazubiel, Zadok, Judea, Palatiah, Hain, Anaiah, Hoshea, Hananiah, Hashub, Halashish, Piliah, Shobek, Rome, Hashbanah, Masiah, and Ajah, Hanin, Anin, Maluk, Harim, Benaiah. Verse 28, and the rest of the people, the priests, the Levites, the porters, the singers, the Nathaniel, and all that separated themselves from the people of the lands unto the law of God, their wives and their sons and their daughters, every one having knowledge and having understanding. They clave to their brethren, their nobles, and entered into a curse and into an oath to walk in God's law, which was given by Moses, the servant of God, and to observe and do all the commandments of the Lord our God, the Lord our Lord, and his judgments and his statutes, and that which we would not give our daughters unto the people of the land, nor take their daughters for our sons. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we will not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, and that we will leave the seventh year and the exaction of every debt. Also we made ordinances for us to charge ourselves yearly with the third part of a shekel for the service of the house of our God, for the shewbread, and for the continual meat offering, and for the continual burnt offering of the Sabbaths, of the new moons, for the set feast, and for the holy things, and for the sin offerings, to make an atonement for Israel, and for all the work of the house of our God. And we cast the lots among the priests, the Levites, and the people, for the wood offering, to bring it in the house of our God, after the houses of our fathers, at the times appointed year by year, to burn upon the altar of the Lord our God, as it were written in the law, to bring the first fruits of our ground, and the first fruits of all fruit of all trees, year by year, unto the house of the Lord. Also the firstborn of our sons, and of our cattle, as it is written in the law, and the firstlings of our herds, and of our flocks, to bring to the house of our God, unto the priests that minister in the house of our God. And that we should bring the first fruits of our dough, and our offerings, and the fruit of all manner of trees, of wine and of oil unto the priest, to the chambers of the house of our God, and the tithes of our ground unto the Levites, that the same Levites might have the tithes in all the cities of our tillage. And the priest, the son of Aaron, shall be with the Levites, when the Levites take tithes, and the Levite shall bring up the tithe of the tithes unto the house of our God, to the chambers and to the treasure house. For the children of Israel and the children of Levi shall bring the offering of the corn, of the new wine, and the oil unto the chambers where are the vessels of the sanctuary, and the priests that minister, and the porters, and the singers. And we will not forsake the house of our God. All right. That was Nehemiah chapter 10. Next up, Nehemiah chapter 11. Nehemiah chapter 11, verse 1. And the rulers of the people dwelt at Jerusalem. The rest of the people also cast lots to bring one of the 10 to dwell in Jerusalem, the holy city, and 9 parts to dwell in the other cities. And the people blessed all the men that willingly offered themselves to dwell at Jerusalem. Now these are the chief of the province that dwelt in Jerusalem. But in the cities of Judah dwelt every one in his possession in their cities, to wit, Israel the priest, and the Levites, and the Nathaniels, and the children of Solomon's servants. And at Jerusalem dwelt certain of the children of Judah, and of the children of Benjamin, of the children of Judah, Athiah, the son of Uzziah, the son of Zechariah, the son of Amariah, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Malhiel, of the children of Perez, and of Messiah, the son of Baruch, the son of Hosea, the son of Haziah, the son of Diah, the son of Jorib, the son of Zechariah, the son of Shelomith. All the sons of Perez that dwelt at Jerusalem were 468 valiant men. And these are the sons of Benjamin: Salu, the son of Mashullam, the son of Joed, the son of Padiah, the son of Koliah, the son of Masiah, the son of Ethiel, the son of Jesiah, and after him Gabai, Salai, 928. And Joel, the son of Zechari, was their overseer, and Judah, the son of Sanua, was second over the city. Of the priests, Jediah of the son of Jorib, Jachin, Sariah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Morath, the son of Atub, was the ruler of the house of God. And their brethren that did the work of the house were 822. And Adiah, the son of Jerome, the son of Peliah, the son of Amzi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Pashur, the son of Melchiah, and his brethren, chief of the fathers, 242. And Amashai, the son of Azriel, the son of Ashai, the son of Mashalumoth, the son of Emor, their brethren, mighty men of valor, in 128. And their overseer was Zabadiel, the son of one of the great men. Also of the Levites, Shemaiah, the son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Banu, and Shabbatai, and Josabad, of the chief of the Levites, had the oversight of the outward business of the house of God. And Mattanan, the son of Micaiah, the son of Zabdi, the son of Asaph, was the principal to begin the thanksgiving and the prayer. And Bakubiah, the second among his brethren, and Abda, the son of Shemuiah, the son of Galil, the son of Judah. All the Levites in the holy city were 284. Moreover, the porters, Akub, Talmon, and their brethren kept the gates, were in 172. Verse 20. And the residue of Israel, of the priests and the Levites, were in all the cities of Judah, every one in his inheritance. But the Nathanians dwelt in Ophir, and Ziah, and Gispa were over Nathanians. The overseer also of the Levites at Jerusalem was Uzzi, the son of Bani, the son of Ashbediah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micah, Of the sons of Asaph, the singers were over the business of the house of God. For it was the king's commandment concerning them that a certain portion should be for the singers, due for every day. And Pathaniah, the son of Mehezabil, of the children of Zariah, the son of Judah, was at the king's hand in all matters concerning the people. And for the villages with the fields, some of the children of Judah dwelt at Karajath Arbar, in the villages thereof, and at Dibon, in the villages thereof, and at Jizkabel, in the villages thereof, and at Jeshua, and at Modah, and at Bethpeah, and at Hazar Shul, and at Beersheba, in the villages thereof, and at Zilgag, and at Makona, and in the villages thereof, and at In Ramman, and at Zariah, and at Jermoth, Zanoiah, Adullam, and their villages, at Lachish, in the fields thereof, at Askah, in the villages thereof, and they dwelt from Beersheba unto the valley of Hinnom. The children also of Benjamin from Geba dwelt in Michmash, and Ajir, and Bethel, and in their villages, and at Oneth, Noab, Hananiah, Hazor, Ramoth, Gideon, Hadid, Zebon, Nabalit, Lod, and Ono, the valley of craftsmen. And the Levites were divisions in Judah and in Benjamin. All right, that was chapter 11. Next up, chapter 12. All right, this is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 12, verse 1. Now these are the priests and the Levites that went up with Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua, Sariah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Amira, Shechaniah, Rahum, Miramoth, Edo, Genotho, Abijah, Miniam, Madah, Bilgah, Shemaiah, and Jorab, Jediah, Salu, Amok, Hilkiah, Jediah. These were the chief of the priests and of their brethren in the days of Jeshua. Moreover, the Levites, Jeshua, Menu, Kadmiel, Sherebiah, Judah, and Mattanah, which was over the thanksgiving, he and his brethren. Verse 9. Also, Bakbukiah and Uni, their brethren, were over against them in the watches. And Jeshua begot Joachim, and Joachim also begot Elishib, and Elishib begot Joadiah, and Joadiah begot Jonathan, and Jonathan begot Jaddua. And in the days of Joachim were priests, the chief of the fathers, Sariah, Moriah, Jeremiah, Hananiah, of Ezra, Meshullam, of Amira, Johanan, of Melichu, Jonathan, of Shebaniah, Joseph, of Harim, Adina, Morathoth, Helkai, of Edo, Zechariah, of Ginnathan, Maushim, of Abiah, Zikri, of Miniam, of Modai, Petel, of Bilgah, Shamua, of Shemaiah, Jehonathan, and of Jorab, Mattanai, of Jediah, Uzi, of Salai, Kali, of Amok, Eber, of Hilkiah, Hashbaiah, of Jediah, Nathanyel. The Levites in the days of Elishib, Jodiah, and Johanan, and Jadu were recorded chief of the fathers, also the priest, to the reign of Darius the Persian. The sons of Levi, the chief of the fathers, were written in the book of the Chronicles, even unto the days of Johanan, the son of Elishib. And the chief of the Levites, Hashabiah, Sherebiah, and the son of Chamiel, with their brethren over against them, to praise and to give thanks, according to the commandment of David, the man of God, ward over against ward. Mattaniah and Obadiah, Mushim, Talmon, Akub were porters, keeping the ward of the thresholds of the gates. These were in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Jeshua, the son of Jehozadak, and in the days of Nehemiah, the governor, and Ezra the priest, the scribe. And at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought the Levites out of all their places to bring them to Jerusalem, to keep the dedication with gladness, both with thanksgiving and with singing, with cymbals, psalteries, and with harps. And the sons of the singers gathered themselves together, both out of the plain country round about Jerusalem and from the villages of Naphtali, also from the house of Gilgal, and out of the fields of Gibeah and of Asmaroth. For the singers had builded them villages round about Jerusalem. And the priests and the Levites purified themselves and purified the people, and the gates and the walls. Then I brought up the princes of Judah upon the wall, and appointed 2 great companies of them that gave thanks, whereof one went on the right hand upon the wall toward the dung gate, and after them went Hoshea, and half of the princes of Judah, and Azariah, Ezra, and Meshullam, Judah, and Benjamin, and Shemaiah, and Jeremiah, and certain of the priest's son with trumpets, namely Zechariah, the son of Jonathan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micaiah, the son of Zachor, the son of Asaph, and his brethren Shemaiah and Azriel, Maliel, Galiad, Mai, Nathanyel, and Judah, Hanai, with the musical instruments of David, the man of God, and Ezra the scribe before them. And at the fountain gate, which was over against them, they went up by the stairs of the city of David, at the going up of the wall above the house of David, even unto the water gate eastward. And the other company of them that gave thanks went over against them, and I after them, and the half of the people upon the wall, from beyond the tower of the furnaces even unto the broad wall. And from above the gate of Ephraim, and above the old gate, and above the fish gate, and the tower of Haniel, and the tower of Mia, even unto the sheep gate, and they stood still in the prison gate. So stood the 2 companies of them that gave thanks in the house of God, and I and the half of the rulers with me, and the priests Eliakim, Messiah, Manaam, Micaiah, Eloniel, Zechariah, and Hananiah, with trumpets, and Mosiah, and Shemaiah, and Eleazar, and Uzi, and Johanan, and Malchiah, and Elam, and Ezer. And the singers sang aloud with Jazariah, their city overseer. Also that day they offered great sacrifices and rejoiced, for God had made them rejoice with great joy. The wives also and the children rejoiced, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard even afar off. And at that time were some appointed over the chambers of the treasures, for the offerings for the first fruits and for the tithes, to gather into them out of the fields of the cities of the portions of the law for the priests and Levites. For Judah rejoiced for the priests and for the Levites that waited. And both the singers and the porters kept the ward of their God and the ward of the purification, according to the commandment of David and of Solomon, his son. For in the days of David and Asaph of old there were chief of the singers and songs of praise and thanksgiving unto God. And all Israel in the days of Zerubbabel and in the days of Nehemiah gave the portion of the singers and the porters, every day his portion, and they sanctified holy things unto the Levites, and the Levites sanctified them unto the children of Ammon. All right, Israel, that will conclude today's 4 chapters. That was Nehemiah chapter 9 through Nehemiah chapter 10. All right, I pray that y'all was able to enjoy and be edified with it. And with that, Israel, I'll say shalom, Most High in Christ bless.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.